Hi, it's me again, Stephen DeJoya, and I just wanted to go over some things. So it looks like um, some people aren't understanding how the discussions work, and I want to get this cleared up right away so you can all have an opportunity to get a good grade in this class and have some deep learning. So every week, like I explained, you can get everything you need through the content tab, and so I'll just go. Um, let's go down to module 2 and show you how things work. So here I have the videos for the week that go over the expectations of the class. Then I have the assignment sheet, discussion forum from the prior week, and that's important because I want you to go to this tab and go and start responding to the initial post. So from the prior week, I should have had an initial post on this from you and on this post. And then so in module 2, you would be responding to students. And the responses, could be just to one person's post, or you could respond to someone else's response. And so we'd have, like here's an example where you have one person post, a response, another response to response. That's great. That's how a conversation usually looks. So every week, you're expected to go to the prior week's initial discussion and log on to each of these threads on at least 3 different days and do a post to each one of them as a response. And that's important to get full credit. Then we have the videos with the assigned Dropbox assignment, which could turn into the next week's discussion. Who knows how that works? Sometimes you'll see those questions again, like this week we do dive back into the whole house discussion. And then we have the module 2 for this actual one where you put the initial post. And as you go through, you have everything done. You have the checklist, which I will get up a checklist for this week. I just wanted to make sure I went over this with everybody first again. And here we are, module 3. We're 3 weeks into the class. Again, here's my intro video and the expectations for the week. It's our assignment sheet, module 2 discussion forum. This is for this week now. And you should be responding to these posts that everybody should have their initial post in for that week. And we didn't get quite all those done. So I have the PowerPoint videos, the PowerPoints up, which again, those are optional. You can use them if you wish. And the assignments for this week. And the initial post for this week. So as you understand, we're doing what I discussed in the beginning of the class is called weaving. So this week we're still talking about module 2, and we're learning about module 3 and laying the groundwork for a discussion on module 3, which we'll carry on to in module 4. And this is a very this style of doing a class is done for one reason, that's to encourage deep learning. I've found in past semesters, if I don't do it this way, I have everybody hold off until the end of the week and they do not have an actual discussion. The way it's set up, you're able to revisit these questions that we've asked from the prior week that tie into the prior module and think about them, read what other people wrote, and respond. And so the idea of this is to have you have some deep, impactful learning. Because this is a really condensed class, I'm condensing all the work from a 16-week semester into 8 weeks of this online class. And then you'll see things like a discussion forum for this week where I have four threads that you're starting. And I do grade heavily on your discussions. Again, they're an area that's rich for growth and rich for development. And what I want you to do is, as we go through this class, to develop your idea of what social policy is. I'm here to simply steer the ship. I don't do long PowerPoint lectures. I don't think they're effective. And I've had a lot of luck with this for being an environment for deep learning. If you have any questions, I do encourage you to get in touch with me and ask me the questions, because as we go through and look at the syllabus, I just want to go over this with everybody again. We have discussion, D2L discussion threads, 9 points per thread. Remember, there's at least 2 threads per week. So this week I have 4 initial posts, and once you do your discussions going into next week, that will be 36 points. That's worth quite a bit, as opposed to your knowledge review quizzes that are between 10 and 20 points, your policy proposal papers 50 points, and your weekly assignments are only between 5 and 20 points. So the discussions are an area I want you to invest your time in. You could do this easily if you log on 3 times a week and make your responses. And again, I do encourage you to log on more than 3 times per week. If you had a hard time doing the discussions or you didn't understand this, I understand. Let me know, and I'll work out a plan with you to catch up and get your points. But my goal for this semester and every semester is to have my students do well and learn a lot. And again, the discussion posts are the place to do it. And again, you can access everything through the modules as they come up. And you can also go to the discussion tab if you want to and see what's here and work on these. Any questions you have, you can post in general questions. This is a good place to post if you have a question like, hey, when does that paper due? You can put it here and somebody can respond to you. Don't ask questions about the class that that are associated with a thing I'm going to grade on. So if there's a test question, do not put it here. But general questions, generally people put things here and then they get answered by other students. If not, I'll get to it, hopefully, but really fast. But again, I want you all to succeed and do well this semester. This is a fun class, and if you allow it to operate this way, where you have your discussions and you move through the threads in the way that I lay forward, you will learn a lot and you'll understand what social policy is. This won't be confusing. If at the end of the semester I ask you what social policy is and you don't know, I really failed you. And this is like I said, this is a fun class. It's a great opportunity to take your information from your other classes and throw them together and to build on what you know. Most students who are in this class are definitely geared towards building a better society. And that's why I put this comic up every semester. It's one of my regular things I always have up for this class. Most of you acknowledge that we could do better. And this is a great way to look at how we can take our knowledge from all of our sociology classes and psychology classes and criminal, our studies on various aspects of social sciences, and tie them together to a place where we can make real differences and, like I said, build a better society. So again, if you have any questions, send me an email. I would love to have a conversation with anybody. And if not, have a great night. Thank you.